Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope you all had a good day. It is almost the weekend, and I am looking forward to that. I know you guys are too. All right, so let me scoot this down and kind of move this just a little bit outward so I can have some extra room here. So yeah, we got another haul, another little mini haul, but actually it's not all of this. This was what I was working on. So I'm going to sit that to the side, and I'm just thinking, how do I want it? All right, let's see if that works. Okay, this fits. All right, so I think we can do this. All right, anyway, tonight's drink is just my electrolyte water mixed in with hibiscus tea and hibiscus and grape vinegar. So we gotta get those electrolytes in, y'all. Alrighty. So we have tonight a little mini haul. Again, if you hear ocean waves and thunder in the background, that's what I'm listening to tonight. I'm not listening to my jazz right now. It's this little house, like a cabin, that's on a hill overlooking the ocean. Oh my gosh. Not perfect, but it is very, very, very where I wish I was at. I'm missing Ocean City so much, y'all. I get like this every year around August, September. It's like I've been away from the ocean too long, and I start to feel it. All right, so I'm going to scoot you guys down just a little bit so that I can be comfortable. Because who wants to film their stuff and not be comfortable? And you guys know I have, I'm out in the kitchen, I'm in the dining room today. Ooh, y'all, I got tired quick. So I gotta fix this chair because it has that pad in it and that real thick memory foam type cushion. And so that way when I'm sitting, I'm not irritating my skin. Okay, so you guys can see. All right, it just seems dark though, but as long as you guys can see, that's all. It doesn't matter what I think, right? All right, but I'm totally uncomfortable in this chair because the pad is made for you to have your legs open when you're sitting in the chair. But if I have my legs open, right, what happens is the legs of the chair rub up against my legs, and then I'm uncomfortable, you know, but at least I can see. So let's get into it. What time is it? It is midnight. Gosh, time goes by so fast. All right, y'all, so welcome to the channel. If you're new, I am Pamela, and all I'm doing is just making my memories, okay? And please, if you have not already, check out my created playlist. I made them just for you, so that way you can pick what you're interested in. I have over 800 videos that I've uploaded. Most of them are public. And my channel is a faith-based channel. So you will hear God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit mentioned throughout all of my videos. The source of my channel, the core of my channel is my devotionals and my journaling and my Bible journaling and prayer journaling and stuff like this, sticker storage, hauls, all of that kind of stuff. After that is my wellness journey. So that's going to be cooking, sharing what I do to try to eat healthier, to try to stick to keto as close as possible. And they're just my experiences. I am no professional. I am no doctor. I'm not even the receptionist in a doctor's office. So tread carefully. I have some very unique ways about me. I love making concoctions, and I do that with everything. I buy stuff and I always alter it, whether it's a handbag, stickers, journal. It's like I always got to make things my own. So without further ado, let's get into this. So you guys know that I have been working on my sticker storage, and I've made some pre-recorded videos that have not uploaded yet because I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too many videos at one time. So this video will probably have to be uploaded not tonight, but a few days from now. I'm filming it right now, Thursday night. It just turned midnight, so we're talking Friday morning. But you guys will probably see it later next week, maybe on the 23rd or the 24th or something like that. So what I have done, because if I air this now, then some of this isn't going to make sense. You know what I mean? So I have to keep it in order. So I told y'all that I was going to decorate this little sticker book, and I did more Jesus, more joy. This fits me perfectly because I got this little thing about Jesus joy. And then on here says pray without ceasing. I just did that, y'all, so that I could have a nice cover without the first sheet looking like what's ever in there. So here we have some more of these green grass. And we have these stickers, which I intend to get more of. I love these. And then these are my lions that I still need to organize. And these are the slip-in pages. And I put a clear pocket on here. I need to purchase some more clear pockets while I have you here. Clear pockets. I love those things. Let me just put Amazon. Of course, it's going to be Amazon, right? So I put this clear pocket here. I trimmed it down so I could stick all of my lions in here. So I'm going to get to it. That's what this pocket, this is a to-do pocket. And I pull these apart because I don't want the 3D. But by pulling them apart, I get extra stickers. So this little pouch here, I got from Amazon. And I love it. It fits perfectly. I finally got all of my stickers sorted. All of my miscellaneous stickers are finally sorted, better categorized, and they fit in my luggage perfectly. I had mentioned that I was getting rid of this. I'm not getting rid of this. It's not going to happen. These are strictly for tiny stickers. And you guys have seen this 1,000,001. So last night I added more stickers to it. These are for tiny and small stickers, I guess you could say. These are just some scenery washi strips that I put in here. Now the ones, and you get the little pouch. Now these ones back here are washi. They would not stick good, so they just stay back here. And I was going to put a pocket here, but it's not necessary. I can just keep that right there. So I am keeping this. Now, this one right here is my A5. Oh, let me just double check to make sure that y'all can see. Why is it so dark? Oh my gosh. It looks like you guys can barely see me. Wow. Let me check. All right, I had to cut the camera off and I had to start all over because I needed to find out why is it that it looks so dark, and it was because the battery was dying. But we're good now. Now I can have a little bit of peace. Prop my leg up and start all over. All right, so this one right here is my A5. Again, I put this right here. These are the stickers that I made that do not stick well on here. So we got a place for it though. And right here is, these are all of my jewel things. And I want more, but that would be greedy. And I would put them, that's for that. And then I have the half pockets and then the whole pockets. haven't figured out what will go there yet. And then here we have, okay, we have all of this disguise you have seen. And as you get further back, you'll find that, okay, the further back we go. All right, why is this sticking? It's no excuse. All right, the further back we go. Good night, y'all. What is going on? All right, so the further back you see that we go. Now, if I have a tiny sticker, I will put a tiny sticker in to fill those gaps. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But this is all dolls, all females. So I know when I go in this book, I am not, there's going to be nothing else. And as you get further in the back here, I told y'all in a previous video, these are the stickers that I made. And the sticker paper is not high quality. And so I put them on the back so that the weight of it all would help keep them pressed in. I'm going to keep them, you know, because I made so many of them. I have to put them on a sheet. This one doesn't belong back here though, but as you can see, these are, you know, these are not, I didn't make those. All right, what is going on? All right. So, yeah. Let's see. What, I don't know why that's back there. So let me see, y'all. Let's do this together and figure out what I got going on. That means something didn't fit. Wow. Okay, that's what it was. Because if it didn't, that's why it wasn't there, because it didn't fit. Okay. So I was going to say, something could have gone there. Let me use these tweezers. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. That's OCD. All right, so at least it's helping them to stay flat. Yeah. This is good that let's check this together. Yeah, because that one kept curling up. All right, so, and this one was curling up. So yeah, let's check this together. My dude came off. Oh, goodness. Come on now. All right. There we go. So yeah, I keep that in the back. So at least I got, and these, because they are so big, I just keep them in this pouch. That's my cowboy and my Believe girl, and I just keep them there. All right, so we got that, and then we have another pouch back here for anything else. So we got, this is looking good. These right here are not going to stay. I'm eventually going to put them back in the back. They're not that big. So we've got that together. You know, I don't like how this, I would prefer a flat thing, because that just doesn't lay flat like all the rest of them. But that's better. Okay, so, and all of these, y'all, I got on Amazon. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Okay, so let me put this right here. This is my Amazon list. And I am still burning this candle. It has been 4 days and it is still, oh my gosh, loving it. let's get into it. All right, this you guys have already seen. This is just more of those trees. I mean, grass. You get 2 strips, but I get 4 because I take it off. I don't want the puffiness. And I got another letter P. And I got these clouds. And I've got 2 extras because I can pull them apart. But I love those clouds. They are just pretty, pretty, pretty. I know you guys are like, you could just paint that. I know. But they are, all of them are the ones that will be going in here. All of these will be going in here. And then the letter P will be going in the A5 with the rest of the letters. Okay, so let's get on to this. You guys know I am not a pet tape person, like the rolls of pet tape. But I found these on Amazon. And these are clouds. Look at those clouds. All right, and I'm gonna take a pen, poke a hole in it. I've been wanting to get some from the washi tape shop because they're on my list, and I need to give them some love and support. But I haven't, because you want to know why? Because I buy from AliExpress, and I'm not supporting the local, small businesses. I don't know why I didn't bring my scissors. And I got my leg propped up. I had a really good workout tonight. I took my energy tea, and I didn't work out Monday. So tonight I was going really good. It was so, I needed it. I needed to expel some emotions. I needed to expel some things. I mean, it's like I feel like I worked out, and I haven't had that kind of feeling in quite some time, So I was really happy. I feel like I worked out, And it's like, this is so awesome to feel like this. And I would have kept on going, but I gotta think about my knees. So as soon as I got done, y'all, I had to prop my knees right up, both of them. All right, so here we go. Let's pull. So these are pre-cut. I hate that sticky stuff. So look at that. So I guess you're wondering, where am I going to store this? Oh, I took one of the little things off. Hold on. Let's put that back here. Oh, I have a place for it. Hold on. All right, I tore it. All right, if you hear any words, that is the word of promise in the background. And any other noise is the ceiling fan. All right, so what I'm going to do, y'all, since these are lengthy, what I'm going to do is at some point, I'm just going to slide them in here, cut them to size, and just store them in here. So that's what this book will be about. This book is for the pet tape strips, puffy, 3-dimensionals, stuff like that. But I love these blue skies. I'm not liking the rainbow. That looks too much like unicorns. That My Little Pony cartoon or Care Bears, I never liked those. So I got just the amount that I wanted. I didn't want a whole lot. So that turned out really well. And these were on Amazon. So I'm not going to open them all up with you all here. But here's the storm clouds. That's what made me buy them. I would have loved to have the storm clouds, but it's like, I guess it's more like the nighttime as well, because you got the dark purple and stuff like that in there. So that's that. And then these ones I do not like at all. These orange ones, too much orange, like too fallish, but we'll keep it, right? We're not going to throw it away or recycle it or anything like that. We are going to keep it. Oh gosh. Okay, and then we have this one that has the purples and the blues and all of these mixed in together. I don't really like these. I mean, it's just too like Care Bear, you know. I really and truly, all I wanted was these two because they were the blue, you know. But this right here is my favorite blue because it's got that London blue, midnight blue feel into it. But they didn't sell this separately, and they didn't sell this separately. So in order for me, now I probably could have looked on AliExpress and found these, but it's okay because I will use these. I will use them. So we're not going to worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so moving on. This is also from Amazon. Now you guys remember I have the book of this. I had 2 copies. But I never had the pet tape. And so we're going to open it up. And I think this was on sale. All right. So let's sit that there. Make sure all the nuts. We'll put that in here. And we'll just do it together. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope that this week brought you nothing but happiness and success and not pain and suffering. Whew, my leg is falling asleep. All right, so let's check this out. This is my first time ever buying this kind of pet tape. You know, pet tape with the females in it like that. Okay, so there's the box. This is on sale for $9.99, and I believe that these are pre-cut. I wouldn't have got them if they weren't pre-cut, y'all. I ain't going through all of that. I don't care whether I got scissors, knife, or gyro cut. It don't matter. So, if you guys remember that in the book, this was themed. I was all categorized by colors, and so you've actually seen some of them in that book. And that's what these are. And then there's the purple. And then here is the green. And then here is the brown with the cakes. So you guys should remember that. I'm hoarding that book. I really am. I love the setup, and now I can hoard it even more so because I got the pet tape. And you already know what I'm going to do with this pet tape. I am going to strip the girls out of it. And everything else that is left is going in that book, that other book. Because I just keeping it categorized. Let's see here. So this is what, see if I can put it on here. And it's matte. It is not glossy. Thank gosh. Yes, it is that matte. See, yeah. The only thing that I don't like is how tiny they are. That's the only thing. I just wish that they weren't so tiny. So I'm going to be honest with you. They're just going to stay on this roll and go in that book. I'm not going to separate them because they're people. But I could. But look how long it would take for me to pull every single one of these females off. So we're just going to keep it and put it in the book as it is. but they are just a little bit too small for me, but it's fine because this would work good in A5. So that is that. And then again, this is the other ones. So I wish that this was matte, but as you can see, this is really shiny. I don't like that shiny stuff, but whatever, you know. Okay, and then finally we have this pouch here. I need a new pouch for my pens and markers, and if I do it with you on this video, it'll make this video too long probably, but I need to see if this is going to be large enough. This is called Sooez, S-O-O-E-Z, Sooez. And so you have this pouch so you can put markers or pens here. Now, I just bought some fountain pens. I wanted to experiment with fountain pens, and Pilot has them preloaded disposable fountain pens. I thought that would be a great way to start. So I was thinking I could put my fountain pens in here. Okay, maybe I'll save that for another video and we'll do it all together. And then now here you have this part of the pouch. Now look at that. Now you know what I'm going to put here? My mild liners. I can stick my mild liners in here. I don't know what I would put in here, but I like that we have that option, you see. So I'm liking that. All right, so now we have this centerpiece, and in here, look at how wide that is. Look at all that space. Look at that. Look at all that space. See, there you go. Now you can see. So in here, it's going to be my Tombos, my Fudenosuke's, Fudenyoris, I mean, and my Stabilo. I'm hoping that I can fit all of them in here, but I got this bad feeling that I probably won't. But you have the side pockets here, and this here, I didn't need that. I just need one big pocket to get as many in here as I possibly can. So we shall see. We shall see. Now, the back. Okay. The back. Look at that. I can put the rest of my mild liners back here. So mild liners in the front and mild liners in the back. And in here is all of my brush lettering. Just toss them all inside of here. And then in this pocket will be my fountain pens. That was just an idea. I probably won't put fountain pens in here, to be honest with you, because markers and pens, it's just two separate things. I honestly don't know what I would put in here, but we will figure it out together. I will make sure I film it together, you know, and if I don't film me putting it in, I'll at least I'll make sure that you guys see what I did with it. I could do that right now, but let me check and see where we're at with time, and then I can tell you. We are at 20 minutes. All right, hold on. I'll get the pens and we'll do it together right now. All right, I'm back. So these are my two pen pouches. And believe me, y'all, they served their time. Oh. All right, so I just don't believe that this is going to fit. But we're going to try it. All right, so let's start with this. Oh, y'all, this is corduroy, and it just feels so good in the hands. Oh my goodness. Okay, enough. All right, so there's that. So let us see if we can get this to fit. All right, so we've got, okay, this is not a mild liner. Okay, so here's a mild liner. Okay, we have the pinks. Oh, that's not a mild liner. Let's see. Let's see if we can find stuff. Okay, this is not a mild liner. And let's see what else. This is not a mild liner. Okay, so we've got pinks. Okay, and then put that one aside. Okay, so we've got pinks, mauves, plums. Okay. All right, so let's see. Here's another one that will go. Okay, that doesn't go. And these are the grays, the greens, the peaches. Okay, and this doesn't go. All right, so I'm not buying 2 of these, but it might look like I might need 2 of these. All right, so let's go with the green and the gold. Or we could just, you know what, let's do it this way. Let's go these and that. Okay, so that would be on that side. And then on this side, we can do the gold, the green. All right, so that should probably be right there. There's you got your green and your gold and your light gold. So we only got room for 2 left. All right, let's see the difference. So this is very nice. And then this, all right, so that one will sit right there. And we'll keep these. All right, so that takes care of that. And then that takes care of that. So now we have these markers. Okay, these are miscellaneous. So it's going to be too much to stuff it in there. So let's see if we can stuff them in here. These are all of my dot markers and squares. Okay, so that fits perfectly. Very well organized. Oops, we got another marker. All right, so that's perfect. All of our dots are in there. Our line, boy, y'all, is puffy. Ugh. All right, so let's see. All right, put this away with my other pouches to use for something else one day. All right, let's put that there. Now, this is the part, y'all, that I just don't think is going to work. I just don't think it's going to work, but we're going to try. All right, these are glitter brush pens. All right, so let's pull the glitter brush pens to the side, the Fudenyoris to the side. We're definitely going to put the Tombos in there. That's a definite, because that's the thing I have the most of. Come on, y'all. Okay, and then there's the Fudenyori, and then there's that. And then we have this, which is another Fudenyori. And we're going to put all of these in here. Oh, man. This is going to have to go in there. These are definites. Oh, wow, y'all. I have more of those Fudenyoris than I thought. All right. That might pose a problem. It really might. I'm pretty sure it's just what it's going to be. How much do y'all want to bet that I'm not going to be able to get this in here? I'm determined. I'm determined. I am determined. Because these are my faves. Okay, so far so good. But I just think I'm asking too much. Asking too much. Asking too much for your love always. All right, let's see. All right. Oops, I put the wrong thing in there. Oh, okay. All right, okay. We're almost done, y'all. All right. So I guess you're wondering if I can't fit them all in here. What is that doing in here? All right. If I can't fit them all in here, what am I going to do? I don't want to buy another pouch. I want to get as much stuff in as I possibly can. But I do not want to overstuff it. And we made it. Okay, nothing else in Hello Kitty. So we can zip Hello Kitty up and she will be for storage. All right, so this fits really well. And let's see, look, I can zip it up. Here's the big question. Look at all of these pens that are left. There's no way. There's no way that they're going to be able to fit in here. It's way too many. It's way too many. Okay, so, but we can fit a few more in here. We can. So let's look and see. These ones that I got from Hobby Lobby, okay, it's only a few. And these are the glitters. And it's only a few. So let's see if that will work. Barely. Ooh, y'all. Ooh. All right. But it will fit in my storage, my stationary luggage. It will fit in my stationary luggage really good. This is fine. I can do with this. I can deal with this. But let's just, for the sake of my piece, let's find out, do I really need all of these dot pens? Okay. All right. So this works great. I highly recommend this pouch. This is the large, and it's Soozy, S-O-O-S-O-O-E-Z. Look at that. If it was just, I would say if it was just a little taller. But nope, I'm not gonna go through that. I got too many pens. All right, and y'all, I still haven't even showed y'all. Remember the lady wanted to see my pen collection? I still haven't even finished because there's the pens that are on the desk out here in the living room. Then there are the pens that are in the drawer in the kitchen. And it's pens and markers, tons and tons. Then there's the pens that are up on the wall in the little container for the dry erase board. Y'all, I got a lot of pens. But you know who has more pens? Cherie. Cherie has more than I have. All right, so let's look at these dot pens. I just had to throw Cherie in there, y'all. And I know Tawana has more than that. Tawana may have more than me and Cherie put together. Oh my gosh, I love shout outs, y'all. I told you, I love shout outs. I love it. Okay, so we have two different oranges. Okay, and then we have the blue. And then there's the fact that you got a pen on the other side. Okay, so we want the blue. That's a definite. And there's the green, there's the dark green, and there's the light green. Definitely want the lime green. And then there's the pink. Definitely want the pink. And this is the only one that I have. Well, actually, no, I have 3 of these. And these are the square. So I want the square. And I'm going to go with the light orange, because these dots I use for decorating a spread, and I also use them for listing. So we'll use the light green. So the one I like the least is this dark orange, reddish, and then the dark green is the ones that I like the least. I have a place for them. They are going where this is going. So with that being said, this should fit in here a whole lot better. A whole lot better. All right, I just need one more. I just need you to let me have room for one more, because I love that square. Wow, y'all, it's tight. All right. What if I put this one down there first? Because it's the longest, it's the thinnest. All right. Let's put this one this way. All right, it's in there. Woo, y'all. It's heavy. It's stuffed. But we did it. We did it. So this will go in my stationary luggage. And this right here, I like that pretty. But these will go out here. That's where they will go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep these at my desk for a quick grab. That's what I'm going to do. But I do not like this brush pen, and I'm going to show you why. It's too thin. It's too thin. I don't like the way. I used to love these pens. I used to promote them, but because I found something else that was, no, not so firm. I don't like it being, it's a little too firm. All right. So I remember that I said, what did I do? Amazon clear pockets. That's right there. Now look at this one. You see that? You see the difference? You see the difference. See how that looks? It's got the ombre effect. It's smoother than that. So that is why and I love that color. So we have to find see, the writing is better. I know where that's going. So I have to find a place for say clear pockets. All right, so I have to find a place. How many times am I going to say that? But I have to find a place to put these. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to buy another pouch. I want everything in one place. But there's just way too many of this stuff. And this right here isn't even a food and Yuri. It's let's see what this one looks like. Wow. All right, so this right here is going out to that desk. That is pretty though, but I gotta make room for these, y'all, and I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So I'm gonna end the video here, and we will figure out what I'm gonna do, and I will see y'all, God willing, in the next video. Bye for now.